Namaste, welcome to SMRITI. Continuing on our SMRITI talks on the topic of Aksharapadeeyam in the aspect of Tattva, knowing the philosophy and the essence of the letter, the speech, and such. So we have been doing a few episodes so far. Dr. Sarada Purna Sonty is shedding so much information, sharing her knowledge in this aspect. So this is episode 7. Welcome, Sarada Garu. So what are you sharing today?
Vani and my dear viewers, today we will start with an exceptional sloka in praise of Veda. Vichitra vritti samsrayam vibhinna vritti darshinim padartha bodhanatmika hi vritti reva shashyate padartha vritti matarishyati iti bodhaneritam padartha tattva bhasuram namami Veda mataram. Today, we are not traveling back to Vedic times. We are standing very firmly on the ground in present as being and make an effort to understand what they have spoken about Veda. If there is any difference, we will try to know. Human are the same people. They haven't changed. Individuals are the same then and now. We have not developed any forearms or multiple heads or multiple legs or Dashagriva, 10 kantas, no. And the padartha, the matter that has been crystallizing into a form, remain the same. The process didn't change. Physical matter crystallization process remain the same. What does it mean? The 5 elements, the Panchabhutaganas. They haven't allowed any other alien bhuta into it. They remain the 5 elements. Okay. And prana energy did not change. It's the same. We are still breathing. We are breathing oxygen, not carbon dioxide. We are exhaling carbon dioxide, definitely not oxygen. That means our prana remain the same. And our oral cavity, it has still the same 6 articulation places. So what is the difference? So during Vedic time or till today, everything remained the same. Nothing has changed. We haven't created anything. So at that time of antiquity, Veda talked about human abilities, energies, experiences, life which is yet to manifest, or the process of manifestation. Right. And our inner thoughts, feelings, emotions, knowledge, whatever we have gained, and what is helping, what are the components? That's what Veda talked about. Then why do we disregard? Why do we throw away the greatest tool that we have in our hands? Since time immemorial till today, at this present moment, what is it we are doing and why? There is no other comprehensive mechanism to understand this, right? So there is no other perfect system either. Nothing has changed. So let us bring about the same Akshara that Veda talked about at that time and see how it can be helpful to us because nothing has changed. That means, in the shloka that I said, bhinna vritti, that means various avocations of mind, of soul, of body, and various actions, and various dharmas, and the beliefs and the faiths, and various darshanas. That means the shastras, the rules, the principles, and various vijnana, that means our knowledge, and samskara that we have gained, and the actions, these all are helping us to move forward. The sum essence of all these aspects is called tattva. That's what we are trying to do. So tattva has three main components, as we talked about. Understanding the manifest world, and the process is called jnanam. Understanding the Vedic, or understanding the manifest world.
Right.
Once we understand, we remain certain images. That is called jnanam. Anubhuti padartha jnanam. That means experiential images. Every anubhuti remains as an image and etched in our conscious world, representing the whole prapancham that we live in. It's no different. And the third is indriya jnanam. That means our sensorial experiences, and the knowledge we gain with the sensorial experience is anubhuti. Okay? Jnanam, prapancham, anubhuti. That means knowledge, the world, and the experience. These three put together, what we talked about in the shloka. And the components that we have here are pranam, that is the life energy force, number one. And uha, the absolute pure thinking process and what it gains. And kutuhalam, we need to have the aspiration. And then asakti, that means continued interest, right? It's not enough in a fraction of a second having it and losing it. We need to have continued interest. And diksha, that means persistent focus towards goal. And prayatnam, unwavered act or effort. And the niyamam, that means established conditioning principles and methods. Orpo, that means sustained patience for knowing. Okay. And sahanam, unswaying determination. We need to have that. And balam, that means potency of the thought. The thought cannot become weak. It has to maintain the potency and its continued balam. And samyamanam, that means harmonious inner strength of the manas. And bhadrata, that means safeguarding life force. Safeguarding life force. And rakshana means a protection to the whole being, the human being. We need to protect all these aspects. To have all these aspects, what do we have to do? We do have to go back to the primordial. Okay? That primordial, how do we get them? How do we get this energy, and how do we understand? Let's take one word for example. Swadhyayam. Okay? In this word, s is one sound. V, labiodental. Dha, cerebral. Ya, semivowel. And is the nasal sound. These are the components, akshara components in this word. Let us analyze this. Swadhyayam. Okay? In this, sa is sakala prani suchakam. That means universal life force. Sa, that means the universal life force manifests as a sound that is represented by sound. Again, it is a linguodental. We are just pushing the air. It's going out. It represents the whole prapancham, whole srishti, whole, the entire universal life force. And the next one is sva. Va is, as you pronounce, you can see that it's a labiodental sound. Va. So what does it do? It's life energy. Va. The energy is coming out and it transformed into nada and shabda and then utterance. Nada, shabda, utterance and life force. Four components are there in this letter V. And sva. Is the present continuous state of the being. That means you and me. That means we are connecting with each other. There is a symbiotic energy flow. Okay? Swa. And the dha. Dha, the whole tongue touches the roof.
Yes.
Pratishtha. Pratishtha means the established life force is raising above, transcending. That means the Pratishtha is reaching the Devata level. So dha is transcended state of a being, of you and me. Swadh, ya. Ya is an effort, the kriya, what we are doing today, now at this moment. Ya. And then swadh, ya is karyam, agni, effort, work, act, all these things. And utterance, what is happening here when we do svadhyam is the jnana. What are we doing here? Our jnana is taking a word form and it's picking up the life energy and it's coming through as an utterance, as swadhyayam, an act. This swadhyayam word is what you and I are doing right now. Right. So this was very beautifully explained by Veda. Okay. That is, Ritam cha swadhyaya pravachane Satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane Tapascha swadhyaya pravachane Damascha swadhyaya pravachane Agnayascha swadhyaya pravachane Atithayascha swadhyaya pravachane Manushancha swadhyaya pravachane Prajanascha swadhyaya pravachane. That means what is it? It is the swadhyayam. What are we doing in this swadhyayam process is all these acts. That is satyam, the word, utterance, ritam, again the perception and the conception of our knowledge, and tapas, our consistent prayers. All this we are communicating through words. Watchword, that word is swadhyayam. When we talk, the process is swadhyayam. The aksharas bring in this particular act and the meaning of this act. Okay? And this swadhyayam. And there is one more thing we have to talk. When we swadhyayam, that sound is a cosmic energy movement. Okay? This cosmic energy movement symbolizes the jnana, the ayatanam that we have. That means the prana shakti within us is coming out as utterance to become one with the sakala prana shakti, that means universal life principle, life force, as an act, as a kriya, as a ucharana, that means a pronunciation or an utterance which explains the jnana. See, there is so much going on in this. So, what you and I are doing at this moment is swadhyayam. So, when Veda talks about this, and as I mentioned, I didn't want to go to Vedic time. I want to bring it now. That means at this moment, you and I are talking about the sounds that we make and the meanings that it carries, and our intentions, our aspirations, our processes. We are talking about this still today, at this moment, present time. So swadhyayam is what you and I are doing. We don't need to push it to the back seat, or we don't need to disregard or talk less about it, because it is all time pervading. Okay, so today's episode, we talked mainly about swadhyayam and the shloka that I mentioned in the beginning, all the different, there is a beautiful rhythm in it. Okay, that rhythm talks about Vishiddha Vritti Samsraya Vibhinna Vritti Darshinim Padartha Bodhanatmika Hi Vritti Reva Sasyate Padartha Vritti Matarishyati Bodhaneritam Parartha Tattva Bhasuram Namami Veda Mataram. Veda is not our past. It is the present, now, at this moment. So let us pray to Veda Mataram. Thank you. And we will meet in our next episode.
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sarada Garu. Do visit us back again. We shall continue with talks with Dr. Sarada Purna Sonty Garu on Aksharapadeeyam. Namaste.
Yes. Namaste.